So
At least one of these gonna take it to the friends.
one, eh? Someone.
One.
Whichever one is selected. Done?
Go ahead.
You're out of time, eh? You're just zooming on man's face and shit. You're out of time, eh? Bye. You're out of time, eh? Bye.
That's right. Reality check, you know what I mean? Street lights, innit? Okay.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk. Kaurice, your boy, who is not your boy.
Zhane, Jessica,
And Ephraim.
Dating someone whose best friend is of the opposite sex.
for example, Kaurice and I are together. Kaurice's best friend is Jessica.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
Well, it depends on them. Because I would not have a problem as human, everybody is jealous with certain things. Somebody must have boundaries with certain things they're doing. Like if we are having an intimate evening with my girlfriend, I'm not expecting to be getting any phone calls or text messages from my best friend interrupting our time, our quality time. So that is my aspect on that.
I agree with that, bro. I think it's kind of a touchy subject, especially if you meet the person with this best friend. Mm-hmm. I think if I met you and you did not have this best friend and all of a sudden you develop this best friend, I would have more problem with that. Because it's like I'm supposed to be a best friend at this point in time. Host. You're not supposed to be looking for our next best friend to come
and go be my girl best friend.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So definitely that's a no for me. But if I met you with this best friend, you see, once the person has respect for me and for our relationship and could respect the boundaries that we have set, then I can be pretty much okay with it. That's a conversation to definitely have at the beginning of the relationship and talk about, hey, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is what I'm not comfortable with. Let me try to keep it respectful. If anything happen, tell me up front. Let me make sure that I'm abreast with everything that's happening in our relationship, if the best friend decide after all these years, you know what, I love him, I can make him happier than you. You need to tell me that, right? And then we will have a conversation about how we choose to deal with that situation. But I find that anytime things like that happen and then you try to handle it for yourself, it is never worked out. It always turns into some kind of bacchanal. You have to be very transparent whenever your best friend is of the opposite sex.
I totally agree with the two who spoke before me. And well, to add something to it, it have those kind of bold-faced best friends who just want to think to themselves, well, I with you through how much relationships and whatever the case may be, so they just feel like all rights is theirs then, so to speak. I think that is wrong. Right, and have pushy best friends who think to themselves that because they've been there with you through X amounts of relationships or flings or whatever you want to call it, they have more of a say than the person you're with presently. I think that is wrong. As much as I would respect your opinion and like your opinion and advice, to some extent I have to make my own choices.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents. And well, as they previously said, communication is key. One, I just touch back on the 2 things that they touched on. One, if I met you with that best friend, cool. I can't be with you in a relationship and then this best friend just magically appear. Craziness. I not on that. Right? Yes, so in closing, it's just to communicate and have a sound understanding up front before the relationship get too deep. You know, because still in the early, you're still feeling on the person or whatever. But before they get too deep and into that nitty-gritty, or they should have like an understanding of who is your friend, who's your best friend, who does check you at home and these different things. Because if I with my girl and some random man just probably like, hi, is your friend? Like a girlfriend and craziness, right? So I think you all should have an understanding of all of these things and yeah, everything should work out once you're not an over jealous person. So yeah, Zhane.
I'm gonna add to Jessica's point. I really and truly don't see a problem with my significant other having a best friend that's the same sex as me. But the thing is, when you have intuition, like the way that that person interacts with your significant other, sometimes can affect that situation. So you might have that person, best friend, is, as Kaurice say, pushy. Wanna go out, they wanna do this. Why you gotta actually, where you going for? We was friends before all of this. Why is all of this going on now? Why you gotta ask permission to do this? Why you have to do? You see, respect is so important, and it's not just respect from the best friend, it's respect from your significant other, because this best friend can be behaving like this, and your significant other don't have the backbone to be like, well, I understand you know each other long. I understand we know each other long, but there's a person I sleep with. Let me be real now. Let me be real.
But if you do that too.
Really, where's the point?
Nah, but
That is not the point. The point is that the person you having sex with.
I just be the answer.
That's the person you lie long and talking to, or they lie
chicken
long in the middle of the night
City
and having
best
pillow
friends.
talks.
I just
You want to be able to open your mouth and tell your outer time and friend, hush, give me a place.
Agreed.
true.
Very true. I'm sorry. I read out of, and the thing is, it's have girlfriends that very outer time. It's just like you who will put up on your friend and tell your friend what is what.
That is true.
And you don't want to meet up with anybody like me. You see? And it is also very important for your girlfriend and your best friend to establish a relationship as well. You're supposed to make your girlfriend so comfortable that she's able, well, okay, cool, alright, let me say her name is Samantha, you're going to line with Samantha, okay, cool, she can message Samantha and be like, hi, I'm looking for Jeremy, whatever it is, I'm looking for Jeremy, and she is able, like, they're supposed to be able to build that type of relationship if that is indeed your best friend and your girlfriend, and you have respect for these two individuals.
But dog, I don't see a girl out there with an ex-man, but I will just speak to that.
I think I will.
Yeah, but it also have the best friends in a sense that, or you're saying you and the person sleeping together, but they may probably had a past and probably had sex also in the past.
That's true.
Ooh, no, I am not okay with that. I'm sorry.
That one.
Yeah, it have that as well.
Already.
That you and your best friend then explore certain boundaries and it's like,
I'm sorry. If you all cross the line, then I'm sorry. I'm not okay with it. I am not comfortable with it.
if you're really in love.
I don't know how you would say it if it was me having to say it, but I think that's something that you ask at the beginning of a relationship when you realize, okay, you have a best friend that is the opposite sex. Okay, so you all ever did anything? And be honest with the person up front. Because I know for me, if you did, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
A deal breaker.
I wouldn't, it may not necessarily be a deal breaker, but you are going to have to understand that this can't really be your best friend anymore. And it sounds bad, but you had to be honest with yourself.
Whoa!
No, you had to be honest with
I don't
yourself.
show you my whole best friend.
Here's why. Especially for girls, right? Females, when you have sex with somebody and you see them move on, there is an inherent jealousy that you start feeling.
Yeah.
Right? And even if it's for your best friend or whatever, there is still a jealousy where you feel like, I had he should be with me or whatever. So all it might have been normal all the time, all his friends before he get into a relationship, and then all of a sudden he's giving his all to this new person.
Problems, your
and
attention
you don't like
gone.
that. Females have a tendency to want to undermine, right? So you're being manipulated and you don't even know it. All of a sudden is, oh gosh, why is she getting on to? Or normally, if all they didn't have sex or whatever, you and him talking about something and he telling you about a problem in his relationship and you're being objective in your advice that you're giving him. All of a sudden, nah, well, I don't find she must go on to, and you're no longer being objective and you're filling his head with other thoughts or whatever just from your own inherent jealousy.
Not cutting here, just but I just want to point out, or let this come from our woman. I hope all you listen.
Exactly my point. It is coming. You see, women know what women does do. right? Women know very well what women do. Some of us do it ourselves without recognizing it. I don't, and it's not because I'm a good person, it's just because I don't stay very close friends with any of my exes. That's for me, and that is also, to answer the same question, that is also to bring it back in. I know how I feel if my significant other has somebody that he's very close to, and it's not always the most comfortable thing for you to be, not always the most comfortable situation for you to be in. So for me, if I have a whole set of male friends, if we wasn't that close and it was just a fling-away friendship, so to speak, when I get into a new relationship, hard luck, I would see you and Haley, I wouldn't pass you straight, but you can't be calling my phone and thing. I offer that. I had to respect the person that I'm in a relationship with, but that's me. I'm not saying for anybody to do that for their own relationship, but that's how I treat it for my relationship, because I'm so serious about that one.
Now I'm going through that time making real raps.
Yeah.
I just kidding.
Single people.
I single, so I can talk anything.
I don't even know how to. No, like I find like this topic is a tough topic for me because most of my close friends, like honestly, my close friends as a females, I could count that. I have 3 close friends as a females. All of my other friends are males. Like if I write down a list of friends that I have, definitely passing the female.
Whoa.
Kaurice is my male best friend.
Whoa.
How do you think that will come across? And honestly, like
Whoa.
I know that we have a very good friendship, but that's another thing too. Because we are best friends, we are always around each other, and people always assume that we are together because we are always around
And
each
at this
other.
point in the video, we will put friend zone for life. No, but we always in each other company.
Yeah, especially with the age of social media now.
Yeah.
This is social media.
Once you're around somebody too long, they feel all they thing, all they doing thing.
Social media is very manipulative right now, especially like I know Ephraim seeing people seeing him on my snap more than Ephraim.
So what I want,
Yeah.
man, poor Ephraim boy, yo,
Yeah.
this and that. Yeah. That's how it is.
It's on my phone and say,
Ephraim boy again, but boy, now when you see I just have friend, now I just talk, now
Exactly, and that is how rumors are spread.
And then back and I'll start, and it's back
And
and forth,
assumptions.
and this and that, and miscommunication.
And then you yourself go and tell the thing.
You go take that chain up here, take it
You
up.
take it.
And it's
You
crazy.
go eat way, man.
Alright guys, so basically summing everything up, it's important if that is the situation you're in, your significant other has a best friend of the opposite sex, communicate from the beginning of the relationship. Do not put it off, do not wait, especially if you all were involved at any point in time.
Correct.
That's not something to wait on. Because for some people it is a deal breaker and it can't get vexed with people for that.
Yes,
For some
yes.
it's not, but they will look at it as you wasn't being open and upfront from the beginning. So it's always best to just tell the truth from the beginning, give the person the time to accept it, internalize it, and make their
Make
own
decisions,
decisions.
yep.
And then once all they start, remember boundaries. Remember boundaries. Be respectful. Do not
Amen.
have your significant, your best friend disrespecting your significant other.
If
And
your
now-
man is a waste man. Like if you realize your man is a waste man.
Well, break up with him.
No, but you love. You
No,
remember that you
break
chop
up
him?
with
No.
him.
You say not simple like break up with him.
But
Right?
talk
It has
about-
some
talk
girls.
is- I know you're
It
going
has some girls you love off on the man, but you know the man is a waste man. He not nothing. Basically, he's a concrete wall. You driving a Ferrari at 200,
And going.
and you're going, and you're knowing what you're mashing that gas real hard. You understand? And your best friend there, however, Geneva.
If I ain't throwing something.
I done there. You just got tired of shit up there.
If your man is a waste man and your best friend trying to tell you that your man is a waste man, or vice versa, I think they have to do it with great tact. You have to know how to do it. You can't just, your man is a waste man.
Your
you
man
shouldn't
is
be
a
with it.
waste,
You
and
can't
forget
just do
he
it like
kind of
that.
seem like jealousy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right?
Oh,
So
for sure.
it's a tough situation to be in, but you have to be smart with how you move forward doing that.
I also try to be distant with your delivery. So don't say like if it was me, so to try to make
Yeah,
it seem.
yeah. Don't
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
attention.
it goes sound like a first person, like you're
Yeah.
quoting feelings kind of
So
such.
try to be distant with your delivery.
Yeah, guys, so that was basically real talk today. We talked about significant others, and we hope we brought some insight, or whoever let us watch these videos for, kinks, insight, advice,
But
I don't know.
The key thing, if you all realize from the video before, communication.
Yeah, because
Yes.
this is the second time that
Yeah.
that is
So you will
the
realize
key
that
word
exactly, communication is the key word in everything.
that
you
a
do.
lot of people do have, especially now where everything is just a phone and a thing, and people don't know how to talk to one another anymore.
Very true.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Real Talk with
Zhane,
Kaurice, your boy who is not your boy.
Jessica you and.
Yeah, boy, Ephraim.
Alright, guys, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.